All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Darnold on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Man, able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. To throw is Darnold, flushed out right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Goes underneath for Henry. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Bruce Ellington.
Shorty.
On first down, Wentz steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Wentz to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Wentz on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Detroit! Hang on now!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd and 2, Darnold eluding. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
To throw is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here we go.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Caught. It's Ellington. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. A dump off for Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Drag it, drag it. Win.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Flex round.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Scott eluding the pressure. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Bruce Ellington from 8 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Now let's go!
A first down throw, Darnold. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Here we go now! Green 39! No, Green 39! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 36 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Out left side here to Bryant. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Scott to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will stop right around the 25. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Ram.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On the ball.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Giants. Melvin Gordon, 68 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They run again with Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go!
And they are going for it. Darnold, that's to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. No. Check. Patriot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Giants on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wentz now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Again to Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go now.
This is Breida. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there by Gordon. 41 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Wentz being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Forced out, touchdown, Giants. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They run with Breida. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cowboys, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.